Today we're checking out more Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 1.
What's funny is where the files were located. Right there in Ops protocols.
The encryption system was extremely easy to break.
So they wanted us to find these.
They didn't care.
Kira with the long hair.
You hear just some personal logs and some files on Bajoran terrorists. But it is a glimpse into the Cardassian mind.
Cardassian files that they wanted them to find.
There's a file on you, but you may find it disappointing.
I'm a big girl, Commander.
May find it disappointing. I'm curious. I want to know what's on it. I feel like it's going to make her really mad.
Kai, Opaka. Why would she be here?
She said you once offered her a tour of the station.
A minor operative whose activities are limited to running errands for the terrorist leader?
She's freaking out. A minor operative?
You've never even left Bajor before.
Well, excuse me for saying so, Commander, but she looks preoccupied.
I feel like we should go to Bajor more. I want to know more.
Wormhole is just out there.
Unfortunately, it can only be seen when a ship enters it or exits. But there's nothing scheduled for today.
A shame.
She wants to see it. Can only be seen when something's entering or exiting. I wonder why.
Prepare the Yangtze Kion for launch, Chief. Kira and I are taking the Kai through the wormhole.
Right away, sir.
Oh. Yeah, she wants to go.
I didn't want to keep you from your duties, Doctor.
Well, it's a slow day.
He wants to go too.
All right.
Through the wormhole. Yeah, I feel like I'd always want to go through the wormhole and explore what's over there in the Gamma Quadrant.
You have a child, don't you?
Oh.
I do. I have a little girl, man.
Yes.
Does she know something about her?
Would you give this to her for me?
Is his child somehow special? What are those things called? Runabouts? To the wormhole. Yes, I was going to say the next time I'm quiet and someone says, "What are you thinking?" I'm going to say, "Contemplating prophecy." That's cool. I don't know if on this space station, for me yet, there is like an iconic place like the bridge on TNG, you know what I mean? And TOS. I mean, I think they have like a bridge or where the command people hang out, but I mean, we're not there a lot. I'm trying to think where we spend the most time on the ship. It's kind of all over the place. Maybe Quarks, really. What do you guys say? Because they're an iconic spot.
Here we go.
Buckle up. Yes. Cool. It is a cool looking wormhole.
The Gamma Quadrant is 70,000 light years from Bajor. It would take our fastest starship over 67 years to get here.
It's kind of scary though. Like, what if the wormhole collapses and you're stuck there for 67 years?
Prophecy can often be vague, Commander. That's why we must test it.
I don't understand, Opaka.
Yeah, what prophecy are we talking about here?
Sensors are picking up a narrowband subspace signal.
Launch a Class 2 probe.
Yeah, fire probe.
The origin of the signal, I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. It's not coming from the surface.
It's curious to me that the doctor is on this, that he just wanted to go.
Sensors indicate life forms, localized in 12 square kilometers on the moon's surface. They may be humanoid, sir.
Is this first contact here?
I don't like this. It's heading toward us.
Music.
Shields up.
Reading a massive
Shields
energy
up.
buildup in the satellite.
Are they gonna fire?
Pitching up to 20 degrees.
Hull temperature 900 C, 950, 1100.
If anything, she looks like she knew this was gonna happen.
Brace for impact.
Brace for impact! Did they just crash land? Get out of here. I want to know more about this prophecy. Maybe she knows what's gonna happen. Is she alright? Oh god, she looks horrified.
Her upper thoracic vertebrae have been crushed.
Stay with us, Opaka. Stay with us.
Her upper thoracic vertebrae have been crushed? Doesn't he have a magic thing like Beverly has that can fix everything? Not magic. Science. What? What, you can't fix her? Did she know this was gonna happen? What, she's dead? Who?
We've got company.
Humanoid? Human-ish. Commercial break. I didn't expect that lady to die.
With any luck, we should be able to determine which direction they were headed.
You have no idea what the Kai means to them. When they heard Cisco had taken her into the wormhole.
Constable!
Yeah, they probably freaked out. Well, they have weapons.
I'm Commander Benjamin Sisko, Major Kira Nerys, and Dr. Julian Bashir.
A doctor? How ironic.
Why Why?
I command a space station at the mouth of that wormhole.
You know nothing of our home planet. You know nothing of the punishment.
The punishment. I hate that these guys just assumed, like, oh, you're coming for nefarious purposes. I guess that's natural, though.
I apologize for our cautious nature if you haven't realized we're at war.
Who are you fighting?
A brutal enemy that attacks at whim.
I see.
We don't plan to be here long.
Oh, you expect to repair your ship?
No, but a rescue team is probably on its way right now.
I hope.
My immediate concern is your partisanship. By your very presence here, you'll be considered our allies. All your lives are in danger.
Who's keeping them there? Whoever they're at war with?
Her words gave our struggle meaning. Now she's dead. Her life ends on some unknown moon.
Yeah, just in a random crash. I hope they take her body back.
Well, perhaps I can train some of them in the basics of field triage.
Do whatever you can. How's the shoulder, Major?
I'll live.
She is upset.
Don't count on a quick rescue. This moon is some kind of high-security prison colony.
That's crazy. Oh God, what now? Is this the other guys that they're fighting against? And no doctors. Well, where does she think she's going? She wants to get in the fight. Well, she's chosen a side. That was unexpected for her to just jump in like that. I wonder what Sisko's gonna say. He literally said, we can't get involved in this fight. We can't choose a side.
Commander.
Put your phaser down, Kim.
What? She's alive. She's alive? Well, maybe she didn't die.
I felt the impact. A wall of heat seemed to pass through me. And then nothing.
Was she actually dead? What the frig? Maybe this place is magic.
Her physiology has been radically altered.
How?
Oh.
I'm not sure. The tricorder indicates some kind of biomechanical presence at a cellular level.
Biomechanical? Like nanobot?
Is she in any danger?
I'm sorry to keep saying it, Commander, but I really don't know.
Who knows?
If the runabout's computer were functional, I might be able to run a full analysis.
Yeah, they should repair that ship.
Commander, over here.
So maybe nanobots or something like that? Biomechanical. Huh.
There's still no sign of them on any of the long-range scan.
Well, I hope the same thing doesn't happen to them.
The current shows that their heading was approximately 230 Mark IV.
Anything interesting in that direction?
Amun.
Uncharted binary star system.
Well, guess it's time to chart it.
Let's go. I like these two as a pair.
His readings are the same as Opaka's. Virtually every cell in his body shows signs of this biomechanical presence.
Nanobots.
He brought him back to life.
You died before.
Many times, too many to count.
And they're all scarred up. Yeah, what? Many times. Jeez.
And try and get the computer up and running.
Doctor, we're in the middle
Agreed.
of a war.
So this could be a breakthrough of unprecedented magnitude.
It's too dangerous.
But the science. So they've died many times before and they keep coming back?
I would like to know more about this breakthrough myself.
Yes, me
The
too.
doctor acts as though he's seen a miracle.
He's not alone.
Yeah, they're just like, meh.
How long have you been here?
It feels like an eternity. It's all part of the punishment.
To keep coming back?
The leaders of our planet were unable to mediate a peace. They sent us all here and told us that we would serve as an example.
But are they the only ones that are regenerating, or are all of them?
Your people are obviously unprepared for fighting close quarters. We're trapped on this moon with only his forces between us and damnation.
Wow.
When the Null attack again,
I said that's enough!
we have to be ready.
This is not your war, Kira.
She is fired up.
Safety perimeters, counterattacks, preemptive strikes. And then we realized
Is there just no point?
that it was all pointless.
Right.
But they will find us, and then they'll penetrate the defense net and transport us out of here. We'd be willing to transport all of you.
Oh, I was wondering. But then they are kind of choosing a side.
To live one life, to die in peace. To us, this is an ancient prayer that has never been answered.
So they can only regenerate when they're here. Or so he thinks.
You would do this for us?
For both sides, the Innis and the Nolan.
Yeah, put them far away.
You don't know them. All they care about
What do you care about? If you want to end the suffering of your people, then at least try.
It's a good offer. They're just in limbo right now. I'd say go for it, man.
This is hopeless. But I will talk. If he will.
I'm curious how they're going to approach this meeting with the other side. Will the other side be willing to hear them out? They don't even... Oh, boy.
We'll have to survey each planet one at a time.
Not to mention 24 or so moons and an asteroid belt.
It's going to take forever.
Needle in a haystack. What we need is a magnet.
Ooh. Like a metaphorical magnet.
I don't think I'm following you, Chief.
Runabout hulls are made of metallic composites that interact with magnetic fields.
He meant an actual magnet.
The magnetic deflection of a runabout's hull is extremely weak. Probes will never be able to detect it.
They will, with a differential magnetomer.
Ooh.
Differential magnetomer.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of a differential magnetomer. How does it work?
Did he just make it up right now?
I'll let you know as soon as I finish making one.
I love O'Brien. He's just like, let me whip up something. He's the Geordie of this ship. It's not a ship. It's a space station. Well, they're on a ship right now.
Slenko has agreed to listen to your proposals.
Good.
Really?
When?
Right away.
What if they use the opportunity to set a trap?
Yeah, an ambush.
Major Kira will be staying here with the Kai.
A shame.
So if she leaves this planet, is she gonna die?
Do you recognize yourself in these people?
They're content to die. I've always fought to stay alive. I don't want you to have the wrong impression of me.
She is feisty.
Did I enjoy any of this? I don't enjoy fighting.
No, but
yes,
it's her instinct, though.
I don't want you to think that I am this violent person without a soul, without a conscience.
No.
That is not who I am.
No, but I do think she jumps to fighting as an instinct. She's not violent. Not that I've seen anyway. I don't know what she's done in the past. What was that?
I've known nothing but violence since I was a child.
But it's very peaceful on DS9.
We're all children. Bejor has much to learn from peace.
She can let it go.
I'm afraid the prophets won't forgive me.
They're just waiting for you to forgive yourself.
Yeah, she has some, like, work to do to make peace with her past. For sure.
Probe B approaching planet 6, 3 moons. No change in the hysteresis curve. Probe C approaching planet 7.
I want it to work. They have to find them.
But they could be 20 light years from here and we wouldn't have the first clue.
Probe A approaching planet 3, 1 moon.
Come on. Electromagnetomer or whatever he built.
0012 fluctuation in the hysteresis curve.
It's the third planet.
It isn't. We're picking up something from its moon.
From the moon. Way to go, OB. Built a thing. Solved a problem. I like these towers of fire. Very curious to see if they can come to an understanding. I feel like no.
I can already confirm that these microbes are artificial, rather like nanites in a way. I should have a complete analysis from the computer in a few minutes.
How'd they get inside them?
I told them we'd transport them off this moon.
Isn't that a bit like assisting a jailbreak?
I don't need you to interpret the Prime Directive for me, Doctor.
Yeah, pipe down.
I believe the Federation would recognize them as separate and unique.
Well, I should be checking on that analysis.
Yeah, stick to the science, buddy. Cisco did not like that.
You are the leader of the aliens.
Benjamin
Gave
Sisko,
him the...
commander of a Federation space station.
Federation.
Does he know the Federation?
There'll be no reward for our release, you know.
You were being a fool, as usual.
He's so suspicious.
Always manages to outwit you, Sheila.
Care to die once again, all you need to do is ask.
All right, all right.
I can arrange to transport you and your people off this moon if both sides can only cooperate.
I have no idea what they're gonna say.
Explain. One of your people fired a weapon at us.
We were defending ourselves.
She did do that.
I don't know the alien, but I know Sheila. I know how his mind works.
Thinks it's a trick. I don't really blame him for being suspicious because Kira did fire on them, but it was just an impulse.
To escape this planet alive? No more than I would let an Ennis go free.
Yeah. Even Cisco, but wait, can he regenerate? I guess maybe all of them can on this planet, right? Presumably? Yeesh. Like, they come back to life, but they still have wounds, I think. I hope he doesn't get stabbed. Doc! Yeah!
But I've discovered we can't afford to die here. Not even once.
Commercial break.
The designers made them environment specific. If the
Only here?
microbes are removed from this ecosystem, they'll stop functioning.
So what about the Opaka?
Anyone off this planet, we killed them.
I'm afraid so.
Right. So they have to stay here. Yeah, they can't take her. Good thing they figured that out before they beamed the Kai.
We have to talk to the Kai.
Yeah. She has to stay, or else she's gonna die.
Dax and O'Brien are in orbit.
I'll be staying, Commander.
Oh.
What?
Does she know?
I knew I wouldn't be returning. You must tell our people, Kira, that I have answered the call of the prophets.
The prophecy.
I was brought here because it is time for these people to begin their healing process.
She's gonna teach them?
Rio Grande to Cisco. We're gonna try to poke a hole up here, sir.
Only 3 of us are coming back. Hayopaka is remaining.
Did he tell her that she can't leave anyway? I feel like he should share that info just so she knows anyway.
My analysis of these microbes that keep you alive showed that if you were to leave this moon, you would die.
And there is no end.
No. That's so sad.
Please, it's the only solution left. You give us a way to reprogram these microbes, it will put an end to this war.
Can't you just reprogram it so you can beam them off?
Allow us to finally win, to wipe out the Knoll for good.
That's not what he meant. Well, good luck, Kai. You got your work cut out for you here.
Come on, go for it.
One of the satellites is breaking orbit, moving toward the probe.
That's it.
That's the hole?
Probe destroyed.
Rio Grande to Cisco. Trying to lock on, Commander.
Yeah, energize.
Opaka,
She's just gonna stay?
if we can ever find a way.
My work is here now, Commander.
She seems at peace with it.
But your power and mine will cross again.
She's very brave. I wonder if we ever see and what happens to her on this planet, on this moon. Wow. Okay, that was season 1, episode 13, and that one was just really unexpected. I didn't really know if we'd ever even see Kai Opaka again, and then so to bring her back into the mix, I kind of thought, okay, cool, maybe she's gonna show up now and then, and you know, I mean, we saw her in the pilot, and it seemed like there was more to do there, but I didn't really expect to see her again this soon, so I was happy to see her, but then they kill her off, and then they bring her back, and then she decides to stay. So I'm just like, we were all over the place with her character, and I'm really curious to see if we ever see her again. I really feel like there was more there to do with the prophecy and the whole her and Cisco, you know, I mean, isn't there more there? I'm curious. I hope we see her again. I don't know though. It seems like she's there now. That felt like a goodbye to her character, so I'm very curious to see. But I think that the ultimate point of this episode was about Kira, and I think she had some really important scenes there with Kai, especially to do with her own internal conflict, I think, about the way she was raised in such violence, and now she's just like sort of a peacekeeper on DS9, and it's like it seems very foreign to her, and her instincts still do seem very much, you know, she wants to jump in there and fight. That's just her instinct, and she was very worried that, you know, she would be judged as a violent person. I don't think she is a violent person. That is her instinct in some cases, though, maybe. I don't know. It's a little muddy there, like whatever she's struggling with. But I think even Kai said this is the beginning of your healing journey. So I think that this was an important episode for her. I really think that we saw that just play out in like these two tribes in perpetual war, and that seems like it will never end. They can literally regenerate and fight forever, and this was probably their best shot at peace, if the doctor could in fact reprogram them or whatever. So I don't know. I mean, they chose to keep fighting, but then Kai Opaka is staying. So again, I don't know if we'll ever see what happens, or if we just are kind of left to wonder whatever happened to her, and did she ever have an effect there, and you know, were they ever able to come to peace? Were they ever able to leave the moon? I feel like we're left with a lot of questions here, but maybe that's the point of it. But yeah, sorry, it's sort of sad to see her character go if she is in fact gonna be there and we're not gonna see her again. I hope we see her again, or at the very least I hope we're not done with the idea of, you know, the prophecies and Cisco kind of in the mix there. I thought there was more to do there, so curious to see going forward if there's more. No spoilers, don't tell me. I want to see over time what happens. But yeah, this was just a really unexpected episode. Curious to know what you guys think of this one too. And we're gonna head over and check out a TNG episode now, so head over there if you are watching in air date order with us. If not, I'll be back with another DS9 next week. We'll do a DS9 and TNG. Looking forward to it as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too. And I will see you next time. Bye guys.